everyone. This is Tracy Lowen.
And Peter Murray. Good morning, Tracy.
Good morning, Peter. Have you packed your bags yet? We're off to Philippines.
I see we're the Globetrotters now.
Yes, we are. You know, this is going to be a very interesting journey for us, and hopefully for our viewers, because we're actually going to go to different countries and see what they're doing in terms of Bitcoin.
It's amazing. The BitMedia Bitcoin Global World Tour is on its way.
Yes.
We should actually visit all these places. I had my Indian, all my Indian stuff ready to go to India, and now you're telling me we're in the Philippines. So I have to get my minds off.
Well, one at a time. So, yes. So, if anybody wants to know anything about India, just watch our video. But today we're talking about the Philippines.
Very, very exciting.
Okay, so did you know that Philippines is actually known as the Pearl of the Orient Seas?
No, I didn't know that. Why is this?
Because they are very, very rich in natural resources like nickel, copper, gold, silver. So actually that's quite interesting.
Very, very interesting. I thought it was because they had the most beautiful woman in the world.
and I have to just tell you this. You know, I'm in Dubai, and there are many people from the Philippines here, and they are the most friendliest, courteous, just beautiful people. Really, really beautiful people. So I definitely need to visit.
We definitely need to go to the Philippines. I'm already excited, and let's see what the Philippines can bring the digital economy.
Yes.
Or what the digital economy can bring to the Philippines.
Yes, more that. All right, so let's just go through a few of their stats. There's 100 million people in the Philippines, and that's equivalent to 1.37% of world population. It ranks number 12 in the list of countries by population. And the interesting fact is that 44.9% of the population is urban.
That's amazing, so it's actually a very urbanized country.
Yes, it is. And the median age in Philippines is 24 years and 4 months. So very, very young.
I would even guess that the urban population is even younger than the rural population.
Yes, definitely. And that's probably why they call themselves the selfie capital of the world.
Yeah. Well, I hope they, take a few selfies with our presentation, and also share it on social media. So if you're in the Philippines, you guys are on social media, please follow our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube channel, take the selfies and share it.
Yeah, and let us know what's going on in your country. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, even send us photos or pictures from the Philippines. Come on, where are you?
Yeah, we'd love that.
I'd love to see the Pearls of the Orient.
Okay, so a new president was elected this year. So it's quite a controversial one too. President Duterte.
Yeah, and he's been in the wars already with the US, and like I see here, you say he's taking on China as well. So he's not a wallflower.
No, definitely not a shrinking violet, they say. But he's also been criticized by human rights regarding the extrajudicial killings that have happened since the election. You know, he's definitely trying to clean up the country, and he's getting hold of those suspected drug dealers.
No, okay, well, that's cool. We'll see what happens with him. But yeah, he's definitely on a mission. So
no, he's definitely on a mission. Okay, so here's a few economic indicators. There's a whole lot here that we're not going to go through, but just at a glance, one of the things that I thought was quite interesting is that the unemployment rate is something like 6.3%, which is quite low.
That is quite low, yeah, and that's very, very good. And the GDP growth also is quite high. They've been averaging close to 6% over the last 5 years.
Yes, they have. So quite interesting here. Let's go on to latest economic news. they say that they believe that solid domestic demand should drive another year of healthy growth in the economy, which is really good news. Here's the economy that you're talking about, 6.3% in 2016, and they reckon it's going to just slow a little bit to 6.1% next year.
Interesting. That's just below India.
Yes, it is indeed. So, in fact, India was also, had quite a bullish growth as well, at 7.5%, if I remember correctly.
That is right.
Okay, so the central bank actually didn't change the repo rate, and that's sitting at 3%. And second quarter this year, GDP expanded to 7% over the same period last year, so actually growing quite nicely.
See if that growth continues. Maybe those forecasts are low.
Yeah. But they are having a bit of a decline in exports, weak demand from Japan and China, because those two countries are slowing down a bit, and
also they're a big buyer of those minerals and that natural resources you were talking about.
Yes, you actually mentioned something earlier about those natural resources.
Yeah, a lot
what
of the stuff that we use in our technology, like in cell phones and stuff like that, you need certain minerals and certain metals, and a lot of them come from the Philippines.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So thanks for that pearl of information.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so let's get down to remittances. Remittances.
But Tracy, talking about the pearl of information, I always said I don't need Google because my wife knows everything. I hope she doesn't listen to this.
Okay, Peter, let's talk about remittances. So Philippines is the third largest recipient of money from its workers overseas after China and India, and in fact India is top with but the Philippines in 2015 received $29.8 billion.
Well, I think it's the Philippines just below the Indians and the Chinese are the biggest exporters of labor.
Yeah. They are.
And those people all send money home. And, remittances is so vital for those economies that export labor. And a lot of those remittances go through cash companies like MoneyGram and Western Union. And sometimes the fees on that can be horrendous, and very much to the detriment of people that are receiving it.
Absolutely.
And with Bitcoin, those fees are really almost zero.
Yeah, and this will go a long way to alleviate poverty, because it's not like the people are sending back huge amounts of money, so any little bit will help,
Yeah, no, that's the thing.
By the way, there's also a whole lot of internal remittances going on, and they reckon up to 70 billion, between 50 and 70 billion. So that's internal in the country.
Yeah, that's amazing. So that it's a huge market, and those can also all go to Bitcoin, which means it's much. There's a huge opportunity there.
Absolutely. So let's talk about Philippines and the digital economy. So internet usage statistics, 52.6% of the population use the internet.
Wow.
Yeah, I also thought wow.
Well, wow on the one side, and the other side is the reason why I say wow. There's 40 million people that still don't have internet.
Absolutely. So big opportunity here, and but telecommunications are very, very well developed because they deregulated the the industry in 1995. So it created a lot of different service providers for mobile, internet, other services, even fixed line.
Well, 1995 was right at the right time because this is when the mobile markets for the market for cell phones and mobile phones really started taking off.
So they were a bit visionary there.
Yeah, good idea to deregulate. But I'm saying that a lot of countries deregulated their telecom industries at those times. So it was a global trend.
Okay. And smartphone users in the Philippines estimated to reach 27.5 million in 2016. However, they do say that mobile penetration is already beyond 100%.
Yeah, I mean, every single person has a cell phone.
Yeah.
And this is because of the regulation. And then now they're converting their cell phones into smartphones and saying that the internet usage is going to skyrocket.
Yes, absolutely. The interesting part as well is that, or interesting bit of information is that only desktops and laptops, there's only about 10% that have them.
Well, I think it's because, you know, the utility factor of a phone and also buying a laptop or desktop if you have a phone becomes a luxury.
Yeah.
If you have a cell phone, a smartphone.
Yes. Okay, let's go on to Bitcoin exchanges and OTCs. OTCs meaning over-the-counter platforms. We've got our trusty and localbitcoins.com. I mean, they're an over-the-counter platform that's almost worldwide, where people can, it matches buyers and sellers. You can, you know, either sell or buy Bitcoin on those from local people on this platform, and works very, very well. The other one is an old Bitcoin platform exchange. It's actually been around for over 3 years now, and it's called Buy Bitcoin, and apparently very easy to use, minimalistic user interface. It says they don't concern themselves with KYC documents, so ID documents, proof of residence. That's what KYC is. And then there's a very interesting one called Coins. And what they do is they say that it's one of the best Bitcoin applications globally, the users say, and it connects, it's got connections with local banks, remittance networks, corporations, as well as merchants, and users can do just about anything with Bitcoin. So it actually allows users to settle utility bills, pay tuition fees, credit card payments, top up their mobiles, and purchase and sell Bitcoin. So
this is one of the major reasons why remittances in some countries have not really flown to Bitcoin so much. But in the Philippines, there's a huge opportunity now, because what happens is those remittances, in most countries, when you get money sent from overseas and you should get it sent in Bitcoin, you've got to change that Bitcoin into fiat. To be able to, into the local currency and to be able to use it. Now they've overcome that problem, so you don't have to go through that cost either.
Yeah.
So now Bitcoin becomes really, really inexpensive, and really, you know, it will be if I look at this, Bitcoin could be the largest currency in the Philippines, actually overtaking the local currency if this trend continues.
yes, exactly. Very exciting times, I have to say.
Yeah.
And there's another company called Rebit. And Rebit is a remittance and billing platform, and also just allows Philippines to send local and international payments, but also do settle the utility bills. And it supports countries like Australia, Canada, China, Germany, Hong Kong, India, Indonesia, Japan, Kuwait, Qatar, Saudi, UK, US, you know, and that's just a few that I've mentioned. So that's quite an exciting company.
Very, very exciting, and you know, the excitement is just mounting.
It is indeed. So, Bitcoin adoption. So Bitcoin is clearly very, very popular within the region, and it's just growing all the time. I mean, they say it's doubling on last year, the users.
Well, I think it should be more than double every year, but we'll see.
Yeah. And apparently, at the moment, there's between $2 million to $3 million US dollars moving through Bitcoin exchanges, brokers, remittance companies, money transmitters. So that's still, you know, there's a lot of growth opportunity there.
That's a microscopic fraction of the market.
Yeah, because they're talking billions. We're talking billions. And
very, very exciting.
Yeah, and you know, of late we've had some hacking, and we've had, you know, cybercrime is increasing because, you know, Bitcoin is just becoming more and more more and more value attached to Bitcoin. So it turns out that the Philippine Central Bank is becoming a big proponent for cyber security. And they're looking to regulate Bitcoin operators because, you know, obviously they're also trying to do a crime crackdown as well.
Well, let me tell you what, I've said it many times that cyber security or online security is the biggest threat to the digital economy. Actually, it's one of the biggest threats to the world economy.
Yes, it is. Most definitely is. So you actually, you need to kind of take control of where you, or rather make sure that you're making a wise decision when you come to storing your Bitcoin.
Yes, absolutely. You have to think that your Bitcoin, where your Bitcoin will be safe. You know?
Exactly.
And you have to keep it safe in a way where other people can't get hold of it.
And there are ways and means to do that.
Yes, absolutely.
Do you want to tell us a little bit more about that before we continue?
You want me to do a commercial break?
I want you to do a commercial break because we're talking about cybersecurity here, and actually we've got some exciting news for people in the Philippines.
Well, today is the 12th of September 2016. And it's a very historic day because we've just launched our new cybersecurity application or Bitcoin Vault called Swiss Bank in Your Pocket, which is an integrated Bitcoin application that you can use to send and receive Bitcoins very, very securely. You can store your Bitcoin securely. It's in your own pocket. Nobody can hack your stuff. And we're also going to develop this whole suite of banking products and investment products around this that people can use, basically building their own Bitcoin bank.
Sounds fantastic. Well, we're going to do a video on, you know, as soon as I get mine, so we can set it up, and we'll definitely share it with everyone. But that's exciting stuff. Thanks, Peter.
Oh yeah, I forgot. If you want to get this, hurry, because I think we could have a waiting list soon the way sales are going. But you can get it at SwissBankinYourPocket.com. The link, I assume, Tracy, you will put below this window.
I will do that.
Below this video. And just go there on the website and order yours today. And the prices are just going to go up. So at the moment it's still at giveaway prices. So get it, because the facilities and the functionality of this and the security it gives is going to be unparalleled in the industry.
Fantastic, Peter. I'm so excited. Okay, so let's just talk about shopping. There's a few well-established businesses, online shopping called Cash, Pinoy, and Metro Deal, and these are two e-commerce platforms that actually take Bitcoin. So, you know, there are more. These are just two that I've picked up. So exciting stuff there, you know, and getting more people, getting more consumers adopting Bitcoin.
Absolutely.
So
and, you know... Mm-hmm.
No, carry on.
No, I just want to say, the more consumer adoption, the happier everybody would be.
Absolutely. And remember, at the end of the day, you know, there's just such a huge opportunity to help so many people. And really our assumptions for Philippines is that they are just more than ready for Bitcoin. I mean, they are so excited about Bitcoin. It's, you know, interest is growing all the time. It's an Asian, US, and Latin cultures in the country, and fast-growing economy, only second to China and India in terms of growth in Asia. And this 100 million population must not be overlooked. Absolutely not. Because do you know that there are over 70% of people in the Philippines who are unbanked?
Wow.
I mean, that's quite a statistic.
That is a fantastic statistic, because it means it's a market of 75 million people that need bank accounts.
Yeah. Exactly. So Bitcoin is a huge opportunity to provide cheaper and better financial services for millions of people in the Philippines.
So we should put some Swiss Bank in your pockets and fly over to the Philippines immediately.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm ready to go. Peter, any last thoughts on the Philippines? I mean, it just sounds like such an exciting place to be. And like I said to you, lovely people.
Lovely people, and it sounds like a place to go and a huge opportunity for anybody interested in the cryptocurrency or the crypto markets, that's for sure, and the digital economy.
Exactly. So on that note, where are we going next?
I don't know, Tracy, but firstly, thank you for setting this up and doing this. You are the person collecting all this information, so that's really good, and I'm sure people will find it valuable. And if you guys find it valuable, and if you want any other questions answered or whatever, please leave a comment below this video or on our Facebook page or wherever. And
Awesome.
we'll try to answer all those questions and comments.
Yes, we will indeed. And so, Peter, cheerio. I'll see you at our next destination.
Thank you very much. And have a nice day, Tracy.
Thank you, you too.
Bye.
Cheers.